Hey guys, it's Angie. I'm one of the admins of this group and one of the team leaders, and so I thought it would be a good idea to make this video for you guys. I prefer video training over anything else. It's just too time consuming to type things out, plus you get to see me, you get to hear my tone of voice, and I really just like that. It's better interaction. It's more like I'm talking with you and having a conversation, and I like that. So make sure you have a notebook and pen or pencil handy. I prefer pencil because I make a lot of mistakes when I write. But make sure you have something to write with so that you can take some notes. It's going to be a longer video kind of because I'm going to get into some nitty-gritty stuff. So the first thing that I want to cover though is I had gotten asked this question in the group when I posted that post yesterday, asking for questions that people have. Now, I have a lot of experience in the industry. I have been trained on paid advertising, the basics at least. I've been trained on networking through some social media sites. So I'm kind of like, I have like a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, but I'm really, really, really good with my Facebook networking. I've really taken a lot of time to pretty much perfect that. And once that's really under my belt and I don't feel like there's much more to learn about that, I'll be on to the next thing. But so I have a lot of like little bits of wealth of knowledge about other things that if you like the sound of it, you can go ahead and do some more research on them and figure out how you want to go ahead and handle your marketing tactics, okay? Now, one of the questions that I was asked was, how do you juggle doing this kind of business with your life, working a job and having kids and, the wife or the husband? Okay, I mean, that's a really good question. It's a really good question. And you're not going to like the answer. You're really not. And the first thing I want to ask you, though, is what you want out of this. Not just the hemp business, but like this industry in general. What is it that you want? No matter what company you join, what is it that you want? Do you want just some extra passive income, or do you really want a business that's going to make you, multiple figures a year? That's really the bigger question, because that's going to be directly connected to your results. Now, like I said, you're not going to like this answer. The answer is you don't juggle it. You sacrifice. And the good news, though, is you don't sacrifice forever. You sacrifice for anywhere between 30 and 90 days until you hit the goal that you're looking for. And you grind. You grind like you've never grinded before. And you don't stop. You don't stop every second that you have available to you. If you're looking for this to help you quit your job, that's what you do. You grind and grind and grind. You sacrifice sleep. You sacrifice playing with your baby. You sacrifice, having date night with your wife. You sacrifice it. How do you sacrifice that kind of stuff? You simply have a family meeting and tell them you're going to grind like you've never grinded before, because this is going to benefit your family. This is going to change their lives. In the end, they'll have more time with you, because if you, come out of this, with a team of 50 people in 60 to 90 days, then you're going to be pretty good financially in the next 6 months. And in the next 6 months, you'll be able to quit your job. So when you kind of put it in that perspective for them, it's like, well, okay. Because I guarantee you, if you told them that you wanted to go to college and you needed to sacrifice time for your schooling, they would be okay with that. They would understand it. So you need to kind of put that in perspective for them and really just tell them you need to grind. You're in pre-launch. It's a perfect opportunity for you to grind like you've never grinded before. And you're on a good team, because I'm going to tell you what. I train my people inside and out. I don't leave no stone unturned. And so if you are really ready to go ahead and run with me and take this to the next level, I will lead you, and I will teach you how to also become your own leader so that you can lead your own team. I'm not in this to, be at the top of the totem pole. I'm in this to help as many people become free of whatever is holding them back in life. So I'm not in this for the glory, you know. I'm in this because, you know, we all have a dream and we all have a vision, and sadly society has taught us to not, that it's not okay to dream, that it's not okay to dream bigger than where we are at in our lives, and it's BS. And so I really just want to be able to teach you how to do the same thing that I do. I want you to know how to be able to lead your own team so that you can have that feeling too of helping them become more than what they are. Okay? So that's how you handle that. And if you don't like that answer, then you're not going to have the type of results that you want to look, that you want. You're just not. You're not going to have massive, massive results without doing massive, massive, massive work. It's just that simple. Now, it's easier for me to say because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So while my son's at school, I don't work a 9 to 5. This is basically my 9 to 5. And so, you know, it's a little bit easier for me to say that, but that's what you do. You sacrifice everything you can, you know, like, and you don't stop. You just work until you collapse, work until you collapse, work until you collapse. And then you throw in the things you absolutely have to do in between there. So that's the answer to that question. Sorry if you don't like the answer, but that's what you do. At least that's what I'm doing, and that's what I've been trained to do by a very successful professional in the industry who has made the type of success that I'm looking for. So that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. That's what you need to do. Now, the next thing. This is going to be really quick because I have a video covering this, and I'm going to put that link to that video in the comments below, okay? But I know Joe asked me about this, how, you know, most of his network are friends and family. They're not interested in network marketing, and he doesn't know how to get new friends. Number one, get rid of that Facebook account. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you clean out your friends list or if you just make a new account. Just don't use that one to network and internet market or anything on there. Don't promote anything on that account. That's not what a personal account's for. And if anything, it's just going to offend those people. Not to mention spammers go through other people's friends list, and, you know, so if you add a spammer because you're in the industry and you attract spammers, they're going to spam your family and stuff. It's just not worth it. Trust me. I have a video on that. I'm going to list that below, but just get a new account. As far as creating contacts, I have a video on that too. I'm going to post that in the comments below. But all you're doing is networking. Comment on as many people's posts as you can. And if you're still not getting a whole lot of friend requests, go through especially good internet marketers who don't really add spammers, and go through their list. There's been so many times I've gone through Kai's list or Lawrence Tam's list or whoever. You know, you just kind of find like a big shot marketer who's pretty successful and go through their friends list and see who they're connected with. And if you have if you have like 100 mutual friends with somebody and they're still not your friend, then you could just send them a friend request pretty safely. I wouldn't send more than 5 friend requests a day or anything like that, but you know, especially if you know somebody is going to just add you because they can tell that you're a legit marketer, then you should be all right. And then you want to just make sure you post cool stuff on your wall. Don't just keep promoting all over your wall. You know, you want to put some value up there, you know, put some real marketing thoughts up there, something connecting to the industry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out my wall and see what I'm doing. But one thing I'm just going to say is the hype is over. The pre-launch hype is gone. The pre-launch hype literally lasted maybe 36 hours, and it's gone now. So trying to be all hype about it now is, you're not going to be as successful. I took advantage of the hype and I hyped it up, and that's how I got really a lot of signups, boom, right away like that. Now it's a matter of following up with a lot of those people who connected to me who didn't sign up through that whole pre-launch cycle. So you want to try to do that. You know, if you already have some people interested that didn't sign up, you want to kind of connect with those people and just see what they're up to, see what they think about it. That's pretty much the best advice I could give for that part. Now, I'm going to get into some other stuff here because then I had a question about making groups. Making groups are really simple. Click the home button. if you see your group list on the left-hand side, right at the top of the group list, it says create a group. Click that button and create a group. Play with the stuff inside, and it's pretty easy to figure out. It's not very complicated. And I'm not going to really get into that because that's stuff you could just kind of figure out on your own or Google or something like that. I really want to get to the stuff that's really going to help you like attract the right people to this business. Now, to promote your group, you're going to just kind of do the same thing. Just network with people. When they ask you what you're in and you tell them and they want more information, you can just be like, well, let me add you to my group. And, I'm constantly posting stuff up in there. People usually feel okay and feel like it's safe to just be added to a group as opposed to you shooting them a link and telling them to pre-enroll. They'd rather not give their information just yet because they know that their information is being collected, so they'd rather just go ahead and be added to a group. But that's still good because then you know who your leads are. It's like a good lead source, really. I have like 60 or almost 70 leads in my pre-launch group, so that was pretty good for just like having that group for like 2 or 3 days. I have like 70 leads. Now, like I was getting into, the pre-launch hype is done. It's pretty much done. They won't tell you it's done. They're still trying to hype it. But most serious marketers are really aware that a lot of it was hype, and that hype is gone. So how do you capitalize on this business opportunity? Well, I'll tell you what. This is a really, really, really seriously big passion market. I would say 50% of people in the country are very, very passionate about hemp in one way or another, whether it's connected to smoking marijuana and getting high, or whether it's about the environmental and physical aspects on the benefits of what hemp is about. And I can tell you this 100% because I was a part of that market. When I first heard about this, I just saw, Chucky, who's the other admin, post up in his wall something about, this, weed. It wasn't weed. It was like a video about CBD, and but the picture looked like weed. The picture looked like a marijuana plant that you would smoke, like bud. That's what it looked like. I was like, what is that? CBD? Like, what? And, I found out more of what he was doing, like that it was an actual hemp MLM coming out. As soon as he said hemp MLM, I was like, sign me up. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what the comp plan is. I don't care about anything. I want a part of this deal because I'm very passionate about the hemp movement, because I know that there is, really big environmental aspects to the importance of hemp, as well as the medicinal effects of hemp. So I was already aware of this stuff, and I'm very passionate about that movement. I want to be a part of that. So there is a huge passion market who won't ask a question at all, that will just join because they want to be a part of anything that has to do with giving more exposure to the benefits of hemp, the actual benefits. And even people who do just like to smoke weed to get high, they would still like to be a part of anything that supports this type of industry, the industry of, legalizing hemp all over and using that to benefit our world and our bodies. So it's a really, really big passion market. You can target people on Facebook. You can target those people on Instagram, Twitter, hashtags. You can use other forums and target those people. There's plenty of, hemp-loving forums out there. Take advantage of the passion market. Almost everybody's looking for extra money. So be a part of that. Really take advantage of it. That passion market will go so far for you. I hope you're really getting all this, guys, what I'm trying to say, because I'm giving you guys a lot of my own, secret sauce stuff here, okay, because this is stuff that I'm trying to focus on. Now, ways to interact with these people. 1, networking, okay. Now, if you do have a little bit of a budget, that's good, because you want to take advantage of that. Don't be cheap with your business. If this is something serious to you, invest in it, okay? And you can do it at reasonable rates. One, you need to get yourself an autoresponder if you're going to do any of the following things that I'm about to mention. If you are going to do that, if you are going to do some paid advertising, get an autoresponder, come to me. I will hook you up with an AWeber, and that's pretty much it. I can even do a video later on to teach you how to use AWeber, because it is kind of confusing at first. I was like lost in the sauce for like probably 4 months when I first got AWeber. It was really hard to figure it out, at least for me. But that's the first thing you really want to do. You want to be able to, if you're going to do paid advertising, you need to be able to collect those leads so you can reach out to them and create a relationship with those people. So you're going to need their contact information, like an email and a phone number. So some ways to do paid advertising are Facebook PPC ads. They work really, really good if you're really good at targeting your audience, okay? Let's write that down. Facebook PPC ads. Let's see, what else did I write? Solo ads, really good ones, solo ads. That's basically where, if you don't know what a solo ad is, that's basically where you're buying somebody else's list instead of making your own list over time. And they basically blast an email to their list offering your opportunity. And you need an autoresponder and a capture page for this, because, that's another thing. So you need an autoresponder and a capture page. AWeber actually helps you create capture pages, so I can teach that too in another video. It's pretty easy to do. So what the solo ad provider is going to do is blast their list with your email, with your link in it to your capture page, so they can opt in and find out more information. All different solo providers will can only guarantee clicks to your link. So they'll basically keep blasting their list until you get so many clicks, and then after that, it's basically all up to follow up. Some people might join right away. Other people might take time to, get into something like that. They might want to take time to get to know you first. So you're going to email them, you're going to call them, whatever. And those two are the biggest and the most effective ways of using paid advertising. You can also do banner ads in places. So I mean, there's a few ways, but that's pretty much it. I mean, you could just do some paid advertising, put maybe $500 aside for the month, and just do a couple solo ads, do some Facebook PPC, and put up a couple banner ads and on a couple websites and see what happens. So I mean, there's just so much that you could do with this. Don't just think you have to target internet marketers. This is a passion market. Granted, there are some internet marketers who are involved in that passion market, like I was, and like so many of you are, and that's why you joined. But just know that this is a passion market, and you can target that particular market very easily, because a lot of them are looking for money. So the last thing, multiple opportunities. If you're in multiple opportunities, some people don't feel comfortable doing 2 opportunities on one Facebook page, then fine, get a separate Facebook page, or do one way and one the other way. Like, that's what I'm doing in Brain Abundance and with Canaway. Basically, with Canaway, what I'm going to do is focus on networking and doing forums, but I'm also going to do some like Facebook PPC and some other things that I have in mind. But mostly Brain Abundance, I'm taking mostly completely offline. I'm going to do some online stuff, but I'm mainly going to do offline marketing for Brain Abundance. But I'm still not going to be too shy talking about results I'm having with brain abundance because I'm very passionate about the product. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Just because you have 2 opportunities doesn't mean that you have to like freak out like, oh, what am I going to do? I can't do it all on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Guys, you have to step outside of the box. We're in the industry of internet marketing, okay? We're not in the industry of making excuses for ourselves and running away because it's too much or you're too scared. This is a great opportunity, and maybe your other thing is doing good and that's fine, or maybe you need to take these both up and off and out, and that's fine too. Figure out new ways to do it, or just talk about both opportunities on your Facebook wall. Either way, it's not going to hurt. At least in my perspective, unless you're promoting like 6 opportunities and rotating them. I mean, that's kind of weird. But I mean, if you're in 2 opportunities that you're really, really excited about, you're excited about both of them, you see the value in both of them, you can share the value in both of them, and you're a good networker, there's no problem with advertising both opportunities. Don't feel like you can't talk about both of them. I still talk about brain abundance too. I'm just not trying to sign people up. It's funny, just from me talking about brain abundance and the benefits I'm having, I made some videos about it and stuff, people are coming to me, and just people I've been talking to and networking with and masterminding with for, a couple months now, and they're like, hey, I just saw that video about those brain pills that you're on. Yeah, can I try a bottle of that? What do I got to do to just, I don't want to join. I just want to order a bottle. So I'm still having pretty good results from just, talking about it. So just don't worry about it. I don't really care so much about what people think. I just do me, but I'm smart about it. So just, this industry is a lot of, living and learning. And I hope I could take some of that living out of it for you and get you guys off to a good start. And, let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'm going to post those other 2 videos about, the importance of getting in a business Facebook account and networking. And I'm going to put those links in the comments below. And everything else, I hope it answered your question. Let's grind this out, guys. We got 30 days in pre-launch, and let's make this the hardest 30 days that we've ever lived to make it the next best. Why not? Let's run together. Let's work hard, and let's get this done. Let's work our way close to the top of the leaderboards. How awesome would that be? Dude, we're in pre-launch. There's so much that could happen, and so fast. So fast if we just think outside the box and do what most of the 98% out there won't do. All right, let's do that. Let's grind. You ready to grind with me? I'm ready to grind. Let's go grind. Peace.